What's happening, gang? It is smoky in here. Why? Well, because the wood stove's going. Why? Because Mother Nature is bipolar. It's Monday, the 25th of April. Yesterday, it was 83. Today, we've managed to climb up to 43, 40 degrees colder. Nuts. Anyway, you can see just right here, I've got everything sitting outside. We're getting ready to work on the Kwik-Way. Parts, Sunstar, 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 Sunstar. I may or may not have a problem. But, and there's two 48-inch decks, and I have a 60-inch deck that came with it as well. A couple are going to get sold. The pretty one right there, right beside the zip loader, is not getting sold. It's going to get the zip loader, and then I'll put a 48-inch deck under this Sunstar. And I noticed some differences on them too. Well, of course, right here it says simplicity. The newer ones, it does not. You can see, it does here. It does not. And then over here, it does, but it has the new style stripes, but it's still a KT Magnum. So my guess is it's this was a carryover year before they went to the commands. And then steering wheel center caps say simplicity on these two, but not on that one. And I don't remember, didn't pay that much attention over here. Yeah, it says simplicity. So it's got it here and it's got it there, where the others, the newer ones, do not. Anyway, just something different. It is cold. Mother Nature has just got something against letting it get into springtime. So what I'm getting ready to do now before I take the loader off is I have my support arms down here. I'm going to zero out, put these at exactly 90 degrees to the floor, okay, using my digital. Let's power it on and see where we're at. 89.1, so we're almost there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. Let me get it up. As I lift, it should increase. All right, we're going down. So that means I have to lift on the other side to get this one to 90 degrees. As soon as I get these parallel to the ground, perpendicular to the ground, I will raise these arms and mark where they get drilled. That way that's out of the way. That's all I need to do before dropping off the loader, popping the loader off there. So let me get that far in the process. Sorry, just carrying trash. Let me get that far in the process, get that done, and the next time you'll see this, it'll be squatting up here. So hang on. Alright, we're getting ready to load it up onto the table. Got my holes drilled, and then you can see there's an L there and an R there stamped. That way I will not mix them up. It's impossible to mix them up. Left goes to the left side, right goes to the right side. Easy peasy. So Now we're gonna winch the tractor up onto the table. Yeah, I did say winch. I thought, I've got this 2,000-pound winch. Pushing this thing up there didn't sound fun. Didn't want to use Ugly Alice. I want it to be in a controlled manner. So, what better controlled manner than a winch? This is the synthetic cable. I replaced it. This is the old style Badland winch that everybody wants because it doesn't have the remote. Everybody wants the ones that are hardwired. Well, this one is hardwired with the ability to add the wireless. So I just did this real quick. Just ran a couple bolts through the hitch, through the fair lead, through the table, or excuse me, through the winch, through the fair lead, through the table, bolted it all together. It's rock solid, and it's noisy, but these always are because you got the reduction gears in here. But works nice. I'm gonna let it go out a little bit so you'll see it roll back. Now we're just going to slowly ease it on. I can stop at any point in the game and readjust the steering, do whatever I need to do, and save myself. Right? Work smarter, not harder kind of thing. Now I have to, let me clamp you guys here because I have to guide the line. There we go. Looks like we're going on just about as centered as we can. You guys are in the way. I don't want to run over you, so hang on. That's about as far as it'll pull it. So what I'm going to do now, and I can continue to pull it, but I have to set the hook a little further back. So we will get a wheel chock and we'll set a wheel chock down right there. Let this thing let the tension off of it. Out. There we go. Loopy. Pop that out. And all I'm going to do now is, well, I'm going to clamp you guys again. You'll see what I'm going to do. I will position the camera so you can see. Okay, out. Just going to come back a little further so that I can pull it on up. Whoa, whoa, stop. Ha! Don't forget the stop part. It just about went head over keister. I'm having to hold it. I got myself in a pickle. Those tires are, alright, they're not quite ready to creep over, so we're alright. Really do need to finish this lift so that I just reached back and grabbed the wheel chock. I've been holding the tractor in place the whole time. There we go. Okay. Now I can get the ramps out from underneath, and I think what I'll do is just run a strap over. If I put a wheel chock here and a wheel chock on the other side in the front, that should do me and keep everything stable. We've got a little bit of slack there, so let me pull the rest of that slack out. It's almost straight up and down. Maybe we can go out, get a hold of something else just to keep it taut against that wheel chock. Let's go out. Trying to see what I can get a hold of. Thinking about the jack shaft for the, or the rock shaft rather, for the, let's see here. And we'll go back even further then, I guess. Need something to grab onto. There we go, I see it, okay. I'm on the frame of the loader frame. Right up there. And I'm going to pull it taut, just a little taut. Just barely. There we go. Alright, it's up against the wheel chock. And then I'll put a wheel chock over there on that side. And then we're ready to raise this thing up in the air and get all this metal prepped and ready to secure these pieces and the two pieces that I'm going to cut and place here. I got to sit them in an evaporest bath, so that stage of the welding will be done tomorrow when I get out here. And hopefully I won't have to run the wood stove tomorrow, but I'm going to continue this tomorrow, so it'll be a Monday and Tuesday deal, and I'll try to get it posted Thursday or Friday. I do have to run to Ohio and take my King Midget to Ohio this weekend so that I can get everything done to it. So that's what part of my free time is going to be spent doing, either Saturday or Sunday. Depends on Paul's schedule. But we got to get all the paint off here, get the paint off on this, on the inside over here, clean the paint up here, get the gussets welded in, and then get the reinforcing plates welded in on either side. At that point, the engine can go back in. So that's tomorrow's plan, is to get those two plates done, because I'm going to cut the steel before I close the shop up today, and stick the steel, that plate steel, in the evaporest, make it a lot easier to clean because there's a lot of flash rust on both sides of it. And then I'm going to drill holes in the plate steel that's going to be welded here, and I'm going to weld around it, but beyond welding around it, I am also going to plug weld. So there will be a plug welds on the plate steel that I put there. And we have a reinforcing point here where it dips in on this side. You can see that right there. So one of the pieces, this piece is going to be shorter than this piece, unless the width of it, just locates in the same place. There's no reinforcing spot over here, but I really don't think that's going to be an issue. I am supported by the front and back of the axle right here, so that part of the frame I think is going to be just fine after I get that reinforcing plate in and this one in, and I'll cut a little divot out so that he can still get the oil changes done. So, and here's our clutch brake pedal that I just took the pedal out and just left that dangling. It is hurting nothing at all. A spring is holding it in place, as well as a clip on the rod. So we can just leave it there in case it ever goes back to the way that it was before. But I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning, and we'll start to do some welding. I blew a fuse. I need to plug into this side of the garage. I should have plugged over here to begin with. The fuse reminded me that you don't have 30 amp service on that side. Bonehead. Let's see which one of these blew here. I am not sure. Here's my 30s, so that's for the right side. Oh no, let's turn this one. No, it's not that one. Turn this one. You guys are not looking. No, not that one. Not that one. No, it's not this one. Is it? Doesn't look like it. That fuse isn't burnt. Do I have an overload, perhaps? I bet I have an overload that I tripped on the power strip. So I didn't blow any fuses. I just blew a 10 amp 10 amp breaker on the power strip. Here's the power strip. I cannot see. Yeah, that's all that happened. Hang on. There, reset. Okay, I have to plug into the other side. I should have known that. Well, I got too much stuff in my hands. But as you can see, we're welding. We're getting bits and pieces permanently secured to the Sovereign for the Kwik-Way loader. See if this cord's long enough. If it's not, I have got too many cords floating around over here. I don't think this will reach. I know that my retractable won't do it because it's a 20 amp. I need to be over on the 30 amp side, so let me get these two unplugged. Just get the cord out of the way, get the air hose out of the way. Just momentarily so that I can get my power moved. You guys are going for a ride on the tool cart, on the welding cart. Hang on. Get you guys turned around here. I just need to get over this way a little bit more. And we'll move the cart out. We'll move the lift out here in a minute. All right. Get her plugged in. There we go. Now we're on our 30 amp. We should not blow anything. Let's see, I lost 3 minutes on my clock though, because it did turn my clock off. Come here. There you go. Came out here a little bit late today because I have 2 people dropping off later this evening. I thought, well, I'll get a later start. That way I'm not thoroughly exhausted. Make sense to you? Makes sense to me. Alright, just make sure my mask was turned back on. You should have power again. There we go. Alright. Now I got to adjust my head strap. Okay. Got it. Head straps on. I'm gonna put you guys back on time lapse and we'll finish welding this side up. And we'll move the cart and move the hoist and get the other side ready to weld in. I love this welder. It's doing a really good job. Hang on. Alright, we've got her welded in. Both sides. Looks good. And we'll get the other side in. I'll clean that up a little bit. Looking at this, I'm not so sure I need to reinforce the frame. When people were saying I needed to reinforce it, I think where they were talking about was the concern that the frame was going to buckle up front here. And I just don't see it. I'm looking at it structurally, and structurally it is pretty beefy stock. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, we're only talking. You know, I think that now I know that the other frame was taller, but that's 1/4 inch thick steel. And the way that loader is going to be mounted is here and there. Those 2 points. So when you've got a lot of weight in the bucket, is that going to push these out and cause the frame to buckle in that manner? Is that what was being talked about? Or was it that the frame would buckle downward? I mean, it'd still buckle downward, but the sides would bow out. I think if that's the case, all that really needs to be done is to come in through the back just with a solid rod. Make sure the frame holds together up there. And up here we've got this, I mean, this is 3/8 steel here. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I honestly don't. And you know, that's coming from an engineering brain. I don't think it's going to be a problem to put those inner plates in there. It'll give it more structural rigidity, granted. So but not that much, because that's only 1/8 inch thick steel, and I can't go much thicker than that or I'm going to be encroaching on the engine. So you guys tell me what you think. I'm going to clean this side up, make sure I hit every spot that I needed to. I already got the hole drilled there for the strut mount on the loader. They're in the bucket. I'm going to get the tables spun around, get the other side welded on, and then I've got to fit the hydro pump after that. I'll bring you guys back as soon as I get the other side welded in, and we'll call that the end of this part. And I want you guys to tell me what you think down in the comments below. I've got some pretty sharp tacks in the comments, so you guys share your wisdom with me. Do you think I'm wrong in thinking that this frame looks plenty strong enough, or am I seeing, or am I not seeing a weak link somewhere? That's what I'm wanting to hear from you guys. You know, you can overbuild something, sure, but is overbuilding it necessary? I don't know. That's what I'm reaching out to you guys for. In my mind, I see this steel as being plenty thick enough, rigid enough, and it's already stamped for rigidity so that it won't buckle. You know, it's got, like I showed you guys earlier in the video, this here is a structural rigidity trick, and then the stamp out down here, another structural rigidity trick. Same thing with that little pocket there, and then these little indent bosses, there's a couple of them going down the other side, and this is a structural member that's welded all the way around, all the way up to, I mean, just all the way around on the outside and on the inside. It looks like it will handle it, but like I say, you guys let me know down in the comments. Tell me what you think. So you see what I'm doing. I'm just going to lather, rinse, repeat over there on that side. Then we'll, on the next part, we'll get the engine started. On the test stand, it's already clamped down, ready to start, so we can clean the crankshaft off, and get the keyway cleared out and get that pulley to where it'll slide on and off. Probably have to check the pulley up on the mill and trim it down, which I fully expected to have to do, which isn't a problem. That's pretty quick and easy because we don't have much room to play right here, so we've got to get everything pretty much right where it needs to be. And with the bracket that the pump has, we need to be able to place the pump, say that 10 times fast, place the pump, position the pulley so that it's directly above, or excuse me, directly below, parallel with the drive pulley. So, all right, good enough. From the neighborhood Zippo, another Kwik-Way loader video out. And what I'm talking about, the bracket, you see this bracket here. Now this bracket can be completely remade so that I can position that pump wherever I need to position that pump. And also the pump pulley itself will slide a little bit on the shaft, so I'm not worried about any of that. That all should go just smooth as chunky peanut butter. That's my guess anyway. All right, that's it. It's from the neighborhood Zippo. I promise you guys. I'll see you when I see you. And it will be another Kwik-Way video. But I do have a couple services that are going to come in. They're 30-minute services, just real quick ones, because last year both machines got full service. So I'll have an hour tied up in those, and then we'll be right back on the old Sovereign here. We'll catch you guys in. Later. I'm out of here.